As you rightly said, the notice was served on all airlines 2 years ago. Of all the airlines, IndiGo is the only profit making airline. All the other airlines are incurring losses. If all the other airlines could implement the FTL rules to hire an additional 65 pilots only for IndiGo was no mammoth task. It was
And it was
easy.
just 65, it was just
They
65
needed
pilots.
65 pilots to fill what they call the norms of the re-rostering, which they didn't do. Number two, everyone, including the parliamentary committee, warned of this outage that this would happen. It was ignored. The DGCA, to my mind, has been caught sleeping literally at the wheel because they did not bother to check whether Indigo had even got ahead with hiring of pilots, with re rostering. So much so that when Indigo asked for a 6% increase for winter schedule flight increases, those were also granted. So, to my mind, it has been a systemic failure which stems out of arrogance. And I will say it blatantly, Barkha, on your show, there is nothing but collusion between the DGCA and this particular airline because I don't understand why else it could have happened. Look, let's not throw the baby with the bathwater. Indigo has been running a fine airline,
Mm.
but we all know that many private operators in this country, including people from with Jet Airways and blah, 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 they were all in cahoots. I mean, there was a time when civil aviation ministers were in bed with certain private operators. We all know that. I mean, there's no point revisiting that. One thing I will give to Ram Mohan Naidu's credit is that he doesn't have that historical baggage or that lineage of collusion. So, I can understand when Ram Mohan Naidu says that strict action will be taken, it will be taken. But look at what has happened to the passengers. And then, Barkha, as you rightly alluded, look at the response. You run a full page ad saying, "We're sorry." I mean, for God's sake, look at what Air India did. And I'm saying this only to bring about a contrast. When the government said that we are now capping all the fares, Air India could have said, fine, we'll cap the fares hereafter. They have issued a statement saying all fares that you, Barkha, or I incurred, even during the transition period, which were not in the cap, that extra money that Air India took will be refunded. They didn't need to do it. When the Air India crash happened, N. Chandrasekharan, the chairman of Tata Sons, was in Ahmedabad at 10:20 in the morning. He didn't need to be. The CEO could have gone. Here, the CEO was missing. The CEO then comes and issues an apology from the Operations Control Center saying, our people are working. What have you done?